everyone. Today we will dive into another fantastic lesson with our team. Join our exploration inside the lovely world of metaphorical speech as we tackle some of figures of speech.
They said our world is like a poem, a magically crafted product of our imagination and knowledge. We use figurative language in expressing our ideas and socialize harmoniously.
First in our list is the simile. It is an act of comparing two things using like or as. For example, two friends are talking about the weather.
It's so hot today. Yeah, you're right. It's hot like boiling water. We should stay hydrated enough.
Secondly, a metaphor. It is a direct comparison between two, unlike using without like or as. For example, a daughter completely forget about her mother who left them.
And now she wants to come back into our lives now that my heart is a stone.
Well, although metaphor makes it difficult for us to go on to the next one, life must carry on. Let's go on to the third one, personification, in which we give non-living objects characteristics that are unique to people. Example, a dyslexia reader may interpret letters as moving as they read a text.
I can see these letters clearly. Wait, they tremble in my eyes, baby, they are dancing.
Personification functions is by bringing life to an exclusively human endeavor. While indeed, proceeding tell us something of a bit about overreaction. Hyperbole is about exaggerating actions and statements into something that is frequently the result of experiencing too many emotions.
OMG! Taylor Swift is going to perform in Philippine Arena. I should buy a million tickets for my whole family.
This topic made us feel like we're on a roller coaster ride. However, the discussion is not yet done. Now, let us discuss an onomatopoeia.
What I love about being here is the clock's tick-tock sounds that makes the world feel calm and nostalgic.
Look how happy we are living in such a vibrant province. Before we forget, we are down to our final two forms of figures of speech. So without further ado, here are some irony. Irony is the use of words to imply the antithesis of the literal meaning. Similarly, irony can refer to a remark or an event in which the appearance or presentation of an idea contradicts its meaning. For example, Teacher Rose frequently lectures about the value of time management, but it is often late.
Okay, class, as I always said, that time management is one of the most important characteristics a person must have.
Irony, Teacher Rose. Moving on, we're down to our final figures of speech for today. Apostrophe is a figure of speech used to address someone or something who is not present or cannot answer at all. The person may address a deceased individual, an inanimate item, or a concept. For example, a girl requests the wind to blow harder because it's already summer.
Blow winds blow.
In conclusion, our exploration of figures of speech reveals their profound impact on language and communication, from similes to metaphors.
Personification to hyperbole.
These literary devices enhance expression, evoke emotions, and stimulate imagination. By understanding and employing figures of speech, effectively, writers and speakers can craft more vivid, engaging, and more memorable messages that resonate with audiences on deeper levels.
Whether used in poetry, prose, speeches, or everyday conversations, figures of speech enrich our language, allowing us to paint pictures with words and connect with others in meaningful ways.
Thank you, everyone. We are more than grateful to share another knowledge from ours to yours. I am Charles Gabriel B. Arias.
And I am Christine Macaraeg.
And we are the English Majors Alliance.